Welcome to Sack to the Future 1962, Week 13, the final broadcast of Week 13. And it's a doozy for multiple reasons. One reason is that this is the first time two of my teams have played each other, as the Cowboys and Browns have never played, and the Rams are the first time this year. But more importantly, in the Sack to the Future Dome of 1962, the Cowboys and Rams are currently tied with the for the second wild card spot in the NFC. If the Cowboys win, they will also be tied for the first place in NFC East, but because they've lost to the Giants, they will still be a wild card. As you can see, there it is. The winner of this one will be tied with the Bears for the wild card. If it's the Cowboys, they'll also be tied for the lead in NFC East, but because they've lost to the Giants already, they will be in the wild card. This is part of the big stretch of games where the wild card should be determined, because in that list, other than the Rams and the Cowboys, you saw the Bears, who lost to the 49ers recently, who are 8-4. You saw the Cardinals, who lost the Rams last week and will also be losing to speed. So jump forward to the end of game. The Cardinals, who lost to the Rams last week, and we have a kickoff by Baker. And picked up by Ollie Matson. He takes it to the 22-yard line. Tackled by Cornell Green. Here is the rookie starter, Roman Gabriel, who's had 8 touchdowns, 22 interceptions, 53 completion percentage, 1,500 passing yards. I'll quickly finish up. It also has the Lions, who have gone on a 3-game win streak, including beating these Rams. The Rams lose. They are pretty much probably done, unless the Cowboys and Bears crater. So the Rams will have lost to both the Cowboys and Lions. So there is Dick Bass running right-hand side and tackled by a group of Cowboys. One of them being the returning from injury, George Andre. Here's the offensive line, a terrible offensive line. Joe Carullo, Charlie Cohen, Art Hunter, and then I missed the others. Dick Bass, John Arnett, Red Phillips, Carroll Dale, and Ollie Matson. 2nd and 10. This game will come down to is which offensive line can hold off the defensive line of the other team. Gabriel's back. Holly is out there, and he completes it to no one, which has been the running motif of Roman Gabriel all year. He has thrown out. There's the defense of the Cowboys. Myers, Reese, George Andre, Bob Lilly. Andre returning from 6 weeks of injury. Tubbs, Chuck Howley, Mike Dowdell, the linebackers. Safeties, Dick Nolan, Jerry Norton. Cornerbacks, Warren Livingston and Don Bishop. 3rd and 10. If whoever's offensive line can hold off the defensive line of the other team, that team should win this game. Gabriel has plenty of time, and he looks and throws a completed pass for 25 yards in the first down to Red Phillips on the corner. For those of you who are watching, the Cowboys are wearing their 1960s. That does look like 2 toes and a drag. The Cowboys are wearing their 1963 throwbacks. The Rams are wearing their modern uniforms. Oh, Dallas Challengers for some dumb reason. I don't know why, but then again, Madden has been really crazy on these challenges, but I'm expecting it to be upheld. Nothing seems to indicate that it should be any time. And it's not. So Dallas loses a timeout and one of its challenges. But these are the modern day era Rams uniforms. You can see the gold. We just had a hard time playing. You can see Perkins is in motion. Play action pass. Gabriel is looking and throwing and completes it to nobody. Gabriel barely has a 50% completion percentage, and for every touchdown he throws, he's almost throwing 3 interceptions. He's been wildly consistent his rookie year. Unfortunately, the backup, who is escaping me right now, has not been that much better. And that backup will become the backup to Bart starting in a couple of years. Gabriel. Draw to Bass, runs over Jerry Tubbs, who still makes the tackle by being run over. And it's now 3rd and 4 at the Dallas 47. This is really weird for me. I've never seen my teams automated before. I've always played both my teams, obviously. So this is kind of weird. Arnett's in motion. And there's a blitz picked up. And the Rams complete the pass to the 36-yard line, 35-yard line. And they can continue to go. All Matt's on the reception. George Andre being out from his tackle spot. Nickel coverage for the Cowboys. Dick Bass gets the ball and breaks the tackle and stumbles for 8 yards. So, 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Tubbs made the tackle again. Pass again, and this time Chuck Howley says no thank you for no game, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Third and 4 from the 29. Rams are 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions this drive. And the Cowboys do another blitz, and this time Gabriel overthrows the wide open right receiver. And it is 4th down. Villanueva will come on for a 46-yard field goal. This should be within his range. Gets it underway, and it barely sneaks through. Los Angeles Rams take a 3-0 lead. With 2 minutes and 27 seconds gone in the first quarter. On the way that kicks the ball deep. Caught by Bishop. No, I'm sorry. That would be Amos Marsh, by the way. Makes it to the 23-yard line. And here comes Dandy Don Meredith in his 3rd year, the Sack to the Future Super Bowl winner. He's thrown 17 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 2,100 yards, and also barely a 50% completion percentage. He also gets Don Perkins back for the first time in 6 weeks as well, as he was out with an abdominal tear. And he gets the ball first and gets met in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss, maybe? 3-yard loss by number 54, who never plays that good for me when I have him, McKeever. Second and 13. He just read the play, and there was just one too many guys to block on that side. It was not a very good call. 2nd and 13. And Perkins will run the ball again, and this time number 76, the only member of the fearsome foursome, not being the fearsome foursome, makes the tackle. Connolly, Mamalar, Monty Clark, Andy Serco, and Don Calvert. There's Perkins, famous Amos Marsh, Billy Houghton, Frank Clark, and Lee Fulkins. And it's 3rd and 13. Meredith goes back to pass, does have time to throw, Throws completed to number 81. No, they say incomplete. And just like that, it's fourth down. And the punt is blocked. Blocked by number 17, Brits. Recovered by the linebacker, Jack Pardee. First and goal on the 2. Pass takes the ball and is immediately tackled by Bob Lilly for a loss of 3 on the play. As he was simply not blocked. Second and goal from the 5. Pass once again, gets the carry, and once again he gets crushed, once again by Bob Lilly. Third down and 8. This time it is Arnett with the carry. He fumbles the ball after being hit by number 25. And the ball is picked up by, I do not see which Cowboy, and the Rams. We can get a better look here. There's Arnett being tackled by the safety. Gets kicked and then eventually fallen on by Mr. Tubbs. And that is Norton who makes the strip. Here comes the Cowboy offense back. Ooh, I have 3 visitors. That's crazy. Hello all. This is the second Cowboys drive of the half. Perkins runs the ball to the right and gets about 15, 16, my goodness, almost 20 yards on the carry. Richter with the tackle. It gives the Cowboys a lot more breathing room. You can see the play was designed to go inside, but he broke it out and then just outran everybody to the corner. And eventually Richter brought him down. First and 10 at the 33. 3 trips to the left, tight and right. Meredith with plenty of time to complete the pass over the middle to number 81, that I believe is Lee Fulkins. No, I'm sorry, Billy Houghton, wide receiver for a gain of 20. Houghton in motion. That appears to have been a block pass. Here's 3 of the fearsome foursome: Deacon Jones, Merlin Olsen, John Lefty, Lamar Lundy, Les Richter, Jack Pardee, Marlon McKeever, the linebackers, and Lyndon Crow, Charlie Britt, Bobby Smith, and Eddie Meter is your defensive backs. Second and 10 after the incomplete pass, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. And Don Perkins tried to do what they tried to do, a draw there, but just didn't work. And Perkins loses 2 yards on the carry. So, trips right, shotgun formation, tight end for left, and Perkins does play action. Blocks Deacon Jones long enough for Don Meredith to complete the pass to number 82, Frank Clark, for what would be a 49-yard touchdown pass and run and catch. Pass, catch, and run, I guess. But clearly the key on the play was Don Perkins, after taking the play-action fake, got in Deacon Jones' way long enough to allow Frank Clark to get open, crossing the middle, and then outrunning the defense into the end zone for a touchdown. Baker is on the kick again. No blocked, and we have an extra point. With 2 minutes left in the first quarter, the Cowboys now lead 7-3. And this is not Ollie Matson. It is number 26. All right, John Arnett, the gentleman who fumbled the ball in the last series. Gabriel on the center. Hands off to Bass, who jukes 2 Cowboys but cannot juke a third. And loses a yard on the play. Second and 11. Bass is handing the ball off, sweep to the left, runs over number 25. For the Cowboys, and makes it all the way up to the 47 line. He's running over Norton again, who caused the fumble on the last drive, is unable to bring Bass down. Draw, but this time he is tackled for only a 1-yard gain by Bob Lilly. In real life, 1962, the Cowboys were 5-8-1. The Rams were 1-12-1. Second and 9. Bass again gets the carry and is hit and fumbled the ball, and it's picked up by number 66, George Andre. Just to quickly sum up, we can see here on the replay, he's hit by number 78 and number 30, and it looks like number 30 is the one that knocked the ball out. Right there. And George Andre picks it up. So Cowboys are... Go tie. That's just wrong. Wrong, Phantom Fighter, wrong. But just to quickly, in 1962, the Cowboys played the Rams at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. The Cowboys won 27-17. Meredith is back. There's a blitz. Completes the pass to Perkins, who gets tackled immediately by number 48 for about a 3-yard gain. Les Richter. And in the real game, in 1948, we had a touchdown run by Don Perkins, 85-yard pass from Eddie LeBaron to famous Amos Marsh, a 66-yard pass from Eddie LeBaron to Frank Clark, a 16-yard pass from Eddie LeBaron to Red Phillips, and a 48-yard pass from Roman Gabriel to Purvis Atkins. And that's your score, 27-17. That makes sense. Perkins again trying to run and getting no running room whatsoever, with Merlin Olsen having something to say. 3rd and 9. In 1962, Eddie LeBaron was the primary starter for the Cowboys, and Zeke Bratkowski was the primary starter for the Rams. Both Meredith and Gabriel were not started. All right, 3rd and 9, shotgun formation. And even though blocked. There's nobody for the ball to, and so Deacon Jones gets his first of many sacks probably. Some odd reason, Don Meredith continues to, instead of go to his left, will move to his right for some reason. And there is no reason to move to his right, because that's where Deacon Jones is, as opposed to the left where there's absolutely nobody. So we have a 4th down and 18. And that is the first sack by either side in this game. Cowboys are actually able to get the punt away. It's a good one, as the ball is down at the 2-yard line. And that's also the end of your first quarter, as the score is the Dallas Cowboys 7 and the Los Angeles Rams 3. Now in Sack to the Future 1962 NFL, Don Bass, as of this week, is the 3rd leading rusher. By the way, please enjoy a Snickers while you watch this. Don't know his yards specifically, but I do know that he is behind Charles, the Houston Oilers running back, who's 1st, and then Jim Brown, who is 2nd. Don Bass is 3rd. Don Perkins, who even though he hasn't played in 6 weeks, is in the top 10 rushing, but he's behind by about 400 yards. And there's Dick Bass being tackled after a gain of 1-2. See that surprising score there as the Boston Patriots beat the New York Giants 41-39. See the Houston Oilers beat the Cleveland Browns 31-30. Buffalo Bills beat the Miami Dolphins 27-9. And there's Roman Gabriel throwing a pass complete to number 82, which I believe is Red Phillips. Yep. For about 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 4-ish. And number 23 makes the tackle almost instantly. That'd be Dick Nolan, former New York Giant. Okay, 3 wide receivers left. Cowboys are in their nickel defense. No, I'm sorry, dime defense. And pass complete to Ollie Matson for a gain of about 5 yards and a first down. And the Cowboys are actually in the nickel defense, so I apologize. Both these defenses in Sack to the Future are pretty good. Dallas' defensive line, well, defensive tackles are atrocious, but everybody else is okay. For the Rams, their defensive line is awesome. Their linebackers are pretty good. Their safety cornerbacks can't cover anybody if the Rams have time to throw the ball. See, we are now pitch right, sweep left, and number 78, or I'm sorry, Bob Lilly, number 74, stunts in and makes a tackle for, again, 1-yard gain. See that at the bottom, the Oakland Raiders and the semi-pro Houston Texans are 0-0. The semi-pro Buccaneers are ahead 6-3 over the Baltimore Colts. I'm guessing that'll change. Big Bass runs, gets past the first line and makes it all the way out to the 36-yard line. See that Tubbs took on the block and tried to tackle him, but it wasn't going to happen. First and 10 at the 36. This time Arnett is up the middle, and this time he's tackled by Guy Reese. For John Myers. Sorry, John Myers with the tackle. Second and 9. Again, Cowboys are in nickel. Roman Gabriel has time to throw the ball, and he completes the pass to number 27. Gene Atkins. Oh goodness, I don't remember his name. Purvis Atkins, I'm sorry. And there's a false start by number 63. So far, the biggest difference between the two is that 56, Hunter, or 63, Corona. Biggest difference between the two is that the Roman Gabriel's had plenty of time to throw the ball, and Don Meredith, with one exception, has had time to. So the passing game has been good for both teams. The running game has not been good, except for a couple big plays for Bass and one big play for Perkins. 2nd and 16. Gabriel completes this out. It's knocked out of the hands of number 25, Dwayne Allen. So it's 3rd and 16. And the entire offensive line for the Rams moved. It's 3rd and 21. Cowboys are in their dime package. Oh, screen pass to John Arnett will net him. No, ooh, it'll be close. 4th and 1. And it looks like the Rams will be punting. And there's a kick out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So this is a defensive struggle, probably how I would have played it if I was each one or the other. There you can see Frank Clark at 930 yards in the season. Frank Clark did have, so I can quickly go to the man on my screen. In 1962 in real life, Frank Clark had 1,043 yards. It's probably Don Perkins for no gain, 1 yard carry. The awesome thing about Frank Clark in 1962 is that he had 1,043 yards receiving, but only caught the ball for 47 times, which means he averaged 22.2 yards per reception. Hey, there's that Merlin Olsen guy again. I would say somebody on the Cowboys offensive line should block him, but there's probably not anybody on that Cowboys offensive line that could block him. Elsewise, Perkins may still be running. So here we are, 3rd and 11. And Davis Amos gets the ball out to the 17-yard line. But that's all, 18. Amos Morris gets the swing pass. But you can see that Deacon Jones was right on top of him. So the Los Angeles Rams defensive line may be finally breaking through the sad Dallas Cowboy offensive line. Cowboys have already had one punt blocked. Not this one. Sam Baker does get it off. There will be a return. Ollie Matson gets it to the 30 and returns it all the way to the 32. As he's tackled almost immediately. And here comes Roman Gabriel. And Dick Bass with his 41 yards rushing. They're in a 4-3. Gabriel's back to pass, completes the slant, and his fumble again. And it looks like he was down as Dick Nolan gets the fumble. I imagine this has got to be reviewed as Red Phillips catches the ball, takes a couple steps, but then is crushed by Tubbs now. Huh. I have never seen this many fumble turnovers by the Cowboys. This will be the third turnover the Cowboys had. I'm just dumbfounded. They're all fumbles. And we've got a draw that works a little bit, but there's that Merlin Olsen guy again. Boy, I wonder if he's going to become any good. Oh, yeah. It's been a turnover-laden defensive struggle. Meredith back to pass. Throws a pass to number 84. Glenn Gregory, if I remember correctly. No, that's Pettis Norman. For 2 yards. Woohoo! So it is only a 3rd and 5, which you would seem to think that the Cowboys offensive line would have be able to hold the Rams floodgates long enough. Trips left, tight end right, and they're going to do a draw, which I have no idea why the computer would choose to do a draw when the Cowboys have 20 yards rushing. Just makes absolutely no sense. You're going to do a draw right at Deacon Jones and Merlin Olsen. And you can see one offensive lineman for the Cowboys on his back and the tight end within that air down the field. And now the Cowboys are going to try a 57-yard field goal. Please tell me you're kidding. Because this is going to come up about, yeah, let's talk this over. Even though I do run both the Rams and the Cowboys, and I have no problems with the Rams per se, even though they've knocked the Cowboys out of the playoffs last year, and they ended Roger Staubach's career, I don't have anything against them. They're actually going to try a 53-yard field goal. This is going to come up about 10 yards short. Or not. Huh. Oh, yeah. So the Cowboys with the 53-yard field goal score right after the 2-minute warning and now have a 10-3 lead. Must be the win. Yeah, it's got to be the win. As Ollie Madsen takes it in the end zone. Kneels the kickoff in the end zone. So all of 10 of Dallas's points have come from turnovers. That last man being Jerry Tubbs. There's the first one by stripping the ball. And then there's that one by Tubbs. There's this one by Dowdell. So it hasn't been the Roman Gabriel interception. It's been the fumble by the backs and receivers of the Rams that have been the downfall of the Rams so far. Gabriel's going back and completes a short pass to Dick Bass, but since not one Cowboy can tackle him, that's actually a good plan. Roman Gabriel is actually 8 for 12 for 97 yards. That's probably the best he's had in the entire season. Cowboys are back, and once again, Cowboys let a short pass go out of bounds. Mike Gector the closest to Dick Bass. So it's 3rd and 1 with 1:35. I would like to think that the Rams can at least get 1 yard. They could even run the ball. You can see there's Bass, but Gabriel threw it so late that Bass didn't do anything but go out of bounds. Hey, and there's like a little chorus of Rams who are doing the exact same thing. Pretty important third down. You'd like to think that if the Rams can get it first down, they can still have a chance to score, but if the Cowboys get it, they can at least have the final drive before halftime. Cowboys are in their nickel package, and there's the third pass. My goodness. Third pass completion to Dick Bass for what would have been a first down, but the fourth fumble caused by a crack of a hit by number 52, Chuck Long, recovered by number 74, Bob Lilly. Where is this coming from? My goodness. The Dallas Cowboy defense is just crushing the Rams' backs and receivers. So Dallas has the ball on the Ram 39-yard line with 1:29 left, 2 timeouts to go. Meredith in shotgun formation with Marsh to his left. And Meredith throws it to nobody. He's 5 of 8 for 81 yards and that 1 touchdown pass. Looks like Meredith may have a little bit of happy feet, even though there was nobody really close to him. Looks like he was trying to get to Marsh, but Marsh was just not far away out of the pattern enough to get to the ball. 2nd and 10. You got 2 wide receivers to the left. Meredith once again is back. This time he finds Perkins to the 33-yard line. The 3rd and 4. The Cowboys are not in a big hurry, it looks like, to get this ball. Hall with the tackle to get this ball snapped. It looks like they're going to try and run it down to as much time as they can. So if they don't get it, they can try another field goal and leave very little time left for the Rams to do anything with the ball. Okay. 3rd and 4 to 33 with 1:04 and counting. 2 wide receivers left. Tight end to the right. Back stays in the block, and Meredith is almost intercepted by number 32. Jack Pardee knocks the ball away from Davis. But so the Rams defense got to consider this a victory that they get the ball on the 39-yard line and are able to hold the Dallas Cowboys to at least a field goal attempt. This attempt being a 50 yards. Baker just was on earlier, about a minute ago, and made a 53-yarder. Ball down, kickers up, on the way, and good again. So with 53 seconds left in the second half, the Dallas Cowboys extend their lead to 13-3. I don't know, guys, if I'm talking too much, but since I know a lot about these teams, I'm not busy having to look up numbers and who the hell is who. So it's a heck of a lot easier for me to talk. Oh, Madsen's going to take it out of the end zone, gets met at the 20-yard line by a trio of Cowboys, one of which being number 35, J.W. Lockett, who's also the fullback, backup fullback for the Cowboys, but was a starting fullback when Don Perkins was out. John Arnett has 3 rushes for -2 yards and a fumble. Looks like Cowboys are in their dime package. 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation for Gabriel. And he has plenty of time. Completes the pass to number... Interesting that they called timeout. For 5 yards anyway. I want to say that was Atkins again. And completes it over the middle to Dick Bass and gets crushed by Jerry Tubbs. And the Rams quickly call their second timeout. So with 38 seconds to go, they have 1 timeout, and they still have about 33, well, they're on their own 33. So Gabriel back to pass. This is blitz coming, and Gabriel throws it to nobody. 2nd and 10 with 34 seconds left. Who's former Giant, future Dallas Cowboy coach, and head coach of the 49ers, Dick Nolan. Once again, Logan Gabriel has plenty of time to throw the ball, finds Dick Bass at the 50-yard line for a first down, and this time they are now running to the line of scrimmage. Okay, 19 seconds. Clock's running. And he has plenty of time to throw the ball, and once again finds Dick Bass open. And the Rams call timeout at the 10-second mark. They're at the 24-yard line. And so here we go. Dick Bass is probably leading receiver for the Rams now, 64 yards. And they're going to try a 41-yard field goal. Going against the wind, so this might be, and it's blocked anyway. Picked up by number 23 of the Dallas Cowboys, who I want to say is Nolan. I'll have to check. He was 23 of the Cowboys. That's right, Dick Nolan. He picked up the ball and returned it for a touchdown. And this game has seen 2 special team block kicks, one by each side. And that was blocked by number 34, I want to say Don Bishop. Nope, Don Bishop's 44. And just like that, the Dallas Cowboys have a 20-3 lead at halftime. With 5 now, count them, 5 turnovers by the Rams. Which, this has been the Rams' bugaboo all year. 34 was Cornell Green who did the block. Here are the stats. It's 20-3. Passing yards 79 for the Cowboys, 159 for the Rams. You can see that they also dominated total yards and rushing yards. The Rams have dominated this game offensively. They've just committed 5 turnovers. There's the first one. This is right after the blocked punt. You see Frank Clark getting the pass and running down the field. Well, it's not over yet. I mean, the Cowboys offense have done absolutely nothing this game. Other than that one pass. You can see the sack right here, and it looks like Meredith's knee kind of went wonky, but thank God he's okay. That was really it. And the Cowboys get the ball to start the second half. You'd have to think that if the Cowboys can score a touchdown this drive, the Rams might be over. Ooh, look at 31. Famous Amos blowing over block tacklers. Gets to the 27. Way to go, Famous Amos. Here comes Don Meredith. Hasn't thrown an interception, but just hasn't done a lot with the ball. They haven't had the ball a lot. Anyway, we're at the 27-yard line. 1st and 7. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Single back in the backfield, and Perkins gets the ball and does a little dance. And who's hurt? Who is hurt? There's nobody being hurt. Anybody being hurt makes me angry. I didn't see Perkins. I didn't see Meredith. I didn't see Frank Clark. The Cowboys look okay. Vulcan's in motion. Perkins once again gets the ball, runs for about 2 yards. And it's now 3rd and 5. See Merlin Olsen. I see Deacon Jones. I see Lamar Lundy. So I don't know who was hurt. Clark is in motion. Screen pass to Perkins. Oh, sorry, that's Famous Amos Marsh. And he gets the first down. That's good. And by the way, I know you mentioned earlier, Vinny, if Madden 20 has all the unis, you know, I think it's probably good for us to, every couple years, go up to the next level of Madden, just because I figure eventually, after a certain point, the current Madden we're playing will stop being updates and whatnot. Oh, is that a false start, or is that a defensive lineman in the end zone? That's what I saw. I saw Lamar Lundy jump off sides. Don't mean to be too excited about one of my guys doing it, but I will be. So, 1st and 5 at the 44 for the Cowboys. Oh, well, that's good. All right, there is Perkins again off right corner, and this time he's got some blocking, and he gets all the way to the 45-yard line with McKeever. I would agree with that assessment. Hi, Stonewall. Thank you for joining our game. This is my very first time where I've had two teams that I control play each other. So we're simulating the game right now. The Cowboys are ahead 20-3 because of 5 turnovers by the Rams. 4 fumbled and 1 blocked field goal for a touchdown. Meredith is back to pass on 1st and 10. Completes the pass to number 89. I believe that's Pettis Norman. It's not Frank Clark. Oh, it's Davis. I don't know who that is. The name Don Davis is what's ringing the bell, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, the Cowboys are just moving the ball right down the field. By the way, I believe, Vinny, you can confirm, but Baltimore Colt great Super Bowl 3 participant, Super Bowl 5 victor, Gino Marchetti. Ooh, there's that Merlin Olsen guy. Oh, and hey, look, it's Don Perkins with an injury. That's just what I want to see. And he's holding his elbow. He just came back, too. Well, he's holding the Gatorade in his hand, so maybe he's okay. Here we go. Meredith's back. Got plenty of time, and the ball gets tipped. That's the second batted pass in this game by the Rams. Another screen pass, and it looks to be well blocked as famous Amos Marsh once again gets about 15 yards and a first down, and the drive keeps on going. Famous Amos will have to be the lead back again, which he was for the 5 weeks that Don Perkins was out, and accumulated 500 yards rushing. Amos Marsh is more than capable of covering for Don Perkins, although Don Perkins is the better running back. Combined, they have over 1,300 yards rushing. See, Amos stays in the game. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Meredith is in shotgun formation, trips to the right. Once again, another screen pass, and once again, this time the Rams' Lamar Lundy comes back and is able to make a stop on it. And then after the Cowboys gain 5 yards on the play. This time Lamar Lundy just breaks through, as the Cowboys have run that 3 times in the last quarter and a half. If you like, sure. I will happily do that for you, Phantom. That is a pass to Lee Fulkins for about 3 yards. So now the Cowboys have the ball at 3rd and 2. Quick tackle by Jack Pardee, future coach of the Washington Redskins. And earlier I saw the Detroit Lions. Not a problem. 3rd and 2. Lee Fulkins catches the pass and is in for the touchdown by Dandy Don Meredith as the Cowboys open up a 26-3 lead. I saw that, Vinny. Quick pass by... Well, their offense has actually been outstanding. I mean, except for when they get hit, their entire running back, and they're all just, you know, fumbling the ball like they've never done when I mean, they've not fumbled the ball like this when I controlled it. Now, Roman Gabriel's throwing interceptions like it's, you know, all over the place, but I've not seen the Rams play like this. Well, I haven't played like this with the Rams since I got beat by the 49ers by 40 points. That's Ollie Matson getting tackled at the 21-yard line. Well, 24 points the Rams need to come back from. Roman Gabriel in shotgun formation. Cowboys are in nickel package. They do a safety blitz, and that means that there is somebody open. 41, Don Bishop tackles. Number 22, Dick Bass, who is the leading receiver for the Rams. In fact, Dick Bass is the only offense this has. Yeah, don't get me started. I've lost to the 49ers 3 times, which means the 49ers have beaten 4 human teams now. All right, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dick Bass is in motion. Somebody better guard him. Can the Cowboys get a pass rush? It looks like Bob Lee got close. And that is a dropped pass by Red Phillips, it looks like. No, Carroll Dale. That's the first time I've mentioned Carroll Dale's name today. Which is amazing because I believe he's the leading receiver, sacks of the future for the Rams. And that is number 50, Jerry Tubbs, making a tackle, and he's just having a great year. Cowboys are in nickel again, and the Cowboys blitz, and the Cowboys meet Dick Bass in the backfield, and is now 3rd and 14. Long and Tubbs are on the inside blitz, and you can see what happens right there. Meeting of the minds, if you will. That's just Long crushing Dick Bass. That was a up-the-gut blitz. All right, 3rd and 14. Another blitz. Roman Gabriel throws. An incomplete pass should have been picked off by Jerry Tubbs. Yes, the Cowboys do play the Giants one more time. I want to say in 2 weeks. I got to play the Lions this next week, and then the rematch against the Giants is in 2 weeks. But I have not beaten John M. in a football game since the middle of last season at the Cowboys when I beat the Oilers. That has been a run of 5 games now. So Meredith's back to pass and throwing the ball. A little flare out to number 22. That's going to be the other Amos. I believe, Amos Bullocks. Yes. So, Amos Bullocks is in. That means Don Perkins is still out. It's a draw to Amos Marsh, and he's tackled by that Merlin Olsen guy again. I have a feeling that Merlin Olsen guy is going to be really, really good. Connolly has no chance of blocking. All right, 3rd and 4. 36-yard line. Davis in motion. Meredith back to pass. Finds Davis over the middle. Did he get enough for the first down? My answer is going to be no, he did not. 4th and inches. See who this Davis is that is not ringing a bell for me. Cowboys are going to punt. I would probably go for it because I don't think they could stop my running. Of course, I would run the ball differently. Oh, my goodness, what a punt. And Ollie Matz gets tackled immediately at the 12-yard line by Don Bishop. Oh, no, sorry, Cornell Green. Davis, where are you, Mr. Davis? Donnie Davis, number 89. Huh, he's a rookie out of Southern University. I'll be damned. All right. Here is Don Bass running the ball again for about 4 yards. Oh my goodness. Gabriel's back to pass and finds the open man, Red Phillips, as he beat two, as he was double teamed and still managed to beat both Livingston and Chuck Howley. Why Chuck Howley's out there covering as opposed to Bushy the passer? I have no idea. 1st and 10 at the own 38. Cowboys in a nickel package again. Bass gets the ball in a handoff and is tackled at the 43-yard line by said Warren Livingston or no, Dick Nolan. Yep, Dick Nolan. Alright. Big Bass once again gets the carry. This time he's tackled in the backfield by Guy Reese and Chuck Long. I want to say Chuck Long. That may not be right. That's also quarterback for Bob Long. I'm sorry. Chuck Long's quarterback for Detroit in 1980s. Bob Long's linebacker for the Cowboys. A draw does not get the desired yardage that is required. Mike Gector makes the tackle. And I'm not going to have any idea what's going on because I have to go to the bathroom, but it looks like a punt. Well, I have no idea what's going on, but Dallas has the ball at the 41. Even though there was a run for what I'm guessing of 1 yard again. Yes, Stonewall with a quarter to go. The Cowboys are ahead by 24 points, and the Rams just can't seem to put anything together. It does look like my Cowboys will get the victory, which for all intents and purposes will knock the Rams out of the wild card. They'll fall into a tie with the Lions, who beat them 2 weeks ago, so the Rams probably will not make the playoffs unless something goofy happens. There's famous Amish again up to the 47-yard line for about a 6-7-yard gain. 6-yard gain. 3rd and 3. So the question is, how long is Don Perkins out again? 3rd and 3. Play action pass. And here Marios holds on to it way too long, was able to break the tackle of one, but not Deacon Jones. And the Cowboys will have to punt. Just don't have that kind of time. Let's see if we have anybody open. There was a wide fullback was open, but he wasn't looking that way on the left side. The record of the Cowboys, if they do indeed win this game, will be 8-4. And this will be, I believe, their 5th win in a row. The last loss coming to by way of the New York Giants. Although that may be wrong. But I want to say they were 3-4 at one point. When I was going through my losing streak. Ollie Matson started pitching the ball at what was the 17-yard line. But since the Cowboys have lost to the Bears and the Giants, even though they will have all three of those teams will have the same record, the Giants will be leading the NFC East, and the Bears will have the first wild card. And Roman Gabriel completes a pass to Red Phillips. No, I'm sorry, Carroll Dale for 5 yards. That is the second time Carroll Dale has been thrown to, and the first time he's caught a pass. Future Green Bay Packer, great. He will still be with the Rams next year, 63. He will just become a wide receiver in 1963. Not a problem. 2nd and 5. And Gabriel goes back to pass. There's another blitz. And another completed pass for about 5 yards, maybe 6. Oh, nope, 4 yards. So it's 3rd and 1. We just had the NFL draft last weekend, so let's look at what these two teams will do in 1963. What players will come to each team in 63. Gabriel goes back to pass on 3rd and 1 and completes the pass to, let me take a wild guess, that's right, Dick Bass. He now has 9 receptions for 100 yards, easily his biggest output of the season. In the real 1963 draft, the Dallas Cowboys will pick up with their first round pick number 6 overall. Some Dallas Cowboy fans will know some guy by the name of Leroy Jordan, who will go on to be a middle linebacker from 1963 to 1976. However, unfortunately, that is really the only guy from that draft class. Oh, finally, Gabriel runs out of time, and John Mayers gets the first sack on Gabriel, as he had all the time in the world to throw the ball, but nobody could get open, it looks like, and Myers is finally able to beat his man and get in on the sack. Other notable names that the Cowboys will draft in 63 will be somebody named Jim Price, who will last 2 years, a Ray Sonke, who will last 12 years as a guard, but will play primarily for Dallas and the Washington Redskins. Gabriel back to pass, throws to Jim Arnett, and gets it to the 37-yard line for completion of about 3 yards. 3rd and 15. Shinky spends all but 2 years with the Redskins. So Bill Perkins, 1 year with the New York Jets in 1963. A Bill Frank, who stays in the NFL for 1 year, and a Jim Steiger. So the Cowboys 1963, other than Leroy Jordan, is just god-awful terrible. Let's check on what the Rams will do in 1963 draft. Gabriel's back to pass. 3rd and 15. He still has time and is almost intercepted by Mike Gector. Why he didn't pick that one up, I do not know. It's thrown right at him. Probably like a little mercy by the Madden computer. So it's 4th and 15. There's Mike Gector. Mike Gector will have a say in what goes on in the championship games against the Packers in 64 and 65 and 66 rather. Oh, hey, it's 4th down and they are going for it. Gabriel looks way downfield and it is an incomplete pass. Once again, Mike Gector on the coverage and it's turnover on downs. And if there was any chance of the Rams coming back in this game, that just ended all, you would think, all chances. Once again, Mike Gector knocking the ball out of hands, number 81, which I think is Carroll Dale. See Don Meredith, 14 and 19, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. Can't remember the last time he hasn't had interceptions. Not when I was running to him, I assure you. And there's another pass to Famous Amos, who gets tackled by number 32. Yeah, they're terrible on offense today, rushing the ball. Let's see. Still trying to get to the 1963 Rams draft so we can see what to look forward to in that year. And Rams defense is playing the run, and so the Cowboys aren't doing it. They're not running my plays either, which would be the difference. All right, 1963 draft the Rams. As we are 3rd and 12, shotgun formation. Wouldn't be surprised if this is a draw either. Clark is motion. Nope, the screen pass that was covered, so Merlin Olsen, along with his 5 tackles, gets his first sack win. Okay, so the Rams in 1963. With the number 1 pick in the 1963 draft, the Rams will take quarterback Terry Baker out of Oregon State. He will go on to play in the NFL for a grand total of 3 years and start a grand total of 5 games. So even though they have Roman Gabriel on their team, the very first pick of the Rams draft will be Terry Baker. And there's the punt. Can the Cowboys get to it? They can. It's on the 8-yard line. Their other first-round pick for the Rams, pick number 10 overall in 1962, is a guard by the name of Rufus Guthrie from Georgia Tech. Why do I bring him up? Because Rufus Guthrie never plays a down in the NFL, or AFL for that matter. So with the first picks in the top 2 picks in the top 10 of the 1963 draft, the Los Angeles Rams get a player who never plays a down, and that's a completed pass from Gabriel to, incomplete pass. And he was knocked out of the hands of Finch. Oh, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. I'm sorry. Looked like he dropped it. He just must have been. Yep, he caught it. So anyway, to finish up, the 1963 Rams will draft 2 guys in the first 10 picks that will be out of the NFL within 4 years, one of them never playing a down. God, this is a terrible draft too. Roman Gabriel has all time to throw the ball, and he barely gets it off and completes the pass to Finch again for a first down. Yeah. Their second round pick is a defensive tackle today named Tom Namina. He plays for 5 years, but he plays for the Denver Broncos, so congratulations. You have a backup defensive tackle that the Rams pick in the second round, and he becomes a tackle for the Miami. So you get him for Tom Namina's entire career as Gabriel's back and then gets away from Oh, that's just craziness. Gets away from Bob Lilly, but gets sacked by Chuck Howley, fumbles the ball, and then his offensive lineman picks it up. And so here's this play. There's Chuck Howley making the tackle. This time he does fumble, but the offensive lineman gets crushed. So Phantom Fighter, Tom Nomina, Nomina, defensive tackle / guard out of Miami of Ohio, will spend 1963, 64, 65 playing for your Denver Broncos, and then from 66 to 68 playing for your Miami Dolphins. So congratulations. This is 2nd and 17. The flag is down, and almost a one-handed interception by Bob Long. We have a holding penalty on the Rams. I wonder if the Cowboy coach will accept this. It'll be 3rd and 17 or 2nd and 22. 2nd and 22. It is. He's also drafted in the 2nd round by the Denver Broncos, and he decided to go to there. So there you go. Future Denver Bronco. Hey. Yes, we can go to 63 draft. And 2nd and 25. Bobby Bell, Minnesota. 3rd and 17 when we come back with a 2-minute warning. Oh, Green Bay Packer Dave Robinson. Third and 17, Roman Gabriel overthrows his man, and now it is 4th and 17 at the 11. Are you saying the Rams aren't very good? And here's the punt. All the way down. Dave Robinson is also drafted by the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, the Rams' offensive line is ferocious. I mean, just terrible. But I run the ball a lot better than the computer does. I wouldn't be running these plays because they're just aren't. The Cowboys' offensive lines in this particular case aren't good enough to not have a lead blocker, and the Cowboys aren't lead blocking. See, that's just good. Oh, okay, look. Amos Marsh for 8 rushes for 2 yards. When I have him, he's got over 500 yards rushing. So my guess is the Cowboys, yeah. So it'll be one more run play, and then I don't know if we're going to stop the clock or not. Amos Marsh loses more yards, so now he's going to have negative rushing. That just infuriates me. And that's your ball game, folks. My Dallas Cowboys defeat my Los Angeles Rams on 5 turnovers. None of them interceptions, though. By the score of 27-3. Knocking the Rams record down to 7-5 and the Cowboys record up to 8-4. And as I've talked about several times, the Rams really now have an uphill struggle to get to the playoffs. They do have at least one more team with a winning record to play. They have to play the Cleveland Browns, the last game of the season. That was really a crazy, crazy second quarter. Final stats here. Everything but score and takeaways been dominated by the Rams. I'll do some quick stats here. Rams totally dominated the offensive side of the ball. Set that right there. Time of position was fairly straight. First time neither quarterback has not thrown an interception all year, so that's good. It's a positive. Completion percentage is excellent. And the thing that really irks me is that Vic Bass probably got knocked out of any hope of getting the champion league rushing record. Anyway, let's finish this up and go check injuries. Injuries. My team injury report. None. So it looks like Perkins was just knocked out of the game. Oh yeah. Rams. I'll go autopilot off. Then lastly, the standings. Good night, Stonewall 1333. AFC standings. Chiefs, Patriots, Browns, Chargers. All division leaders. I'm sorry, Chiefs, Patriots, and Browns all have division lead. The Chargers have the first wild card. The Jets have the second wild card. The Colts are leading their division. Yeah, Chiefs, Patriots, and Browns are all leading their division. The Chargers have the first wild card. Jets have the second wild card. Colts are leading their division. So the playoff teams in the AFC are Chiefs, Patriots, Browns, Chargers, Jets, Colts. Steelers are 6-5, depending on. Broncos are 7-5. Jaguars are 6-5. Titans are 6-6. So they're not out of it, but. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Advanced week. Oh, hold on. Who's regressed? Monty Clark. Well, that's all right. Advanced week. Okay, so I'm at the force advance here. Hey, I play the Lions. All right, so standings. Sorry about that. AFC, here we go. Chiefs, Patriots, Chargers. Wow, Chiefs, Patriots have the top 2 seeds, and the Browns have the 3rd seed. The Colts have the 4th seed. So it's Chiefs 1, Patriots 2, Browns 3, Colts 4, Chargers 5, Jets 6, Broncos 7, Steelers 8, Jaguars 9, Titans 10. With 4 games to go, the Titans are out of the playoffs. That's crazy. He's only 1 game behind the Broncos and Jets, though. NFC, Packers are 1, 49ers are 2. Bears are 3, Giants are 4, Cowboys are 5, Lions are 6, Rams are 7. Cardinals are 8. I take that back. I'm sorry. Packers are 1. Yep. Packers are 1. 49ers are 2. Giants are 3. And the woeful Atlanta Falcons are 4, since they're leading the NFC South. If I know my NFC Souths here. Yep. So that means Packers 1, Niners 2, Giants 3, Falcons 4, Bears 5, Cowboys 6. The Lions, the Rams are on the outside looking in. Kirby fucking burger. So as it stands right now, I would be playing Packers, Niners, Giants, and the Bears would be playing the Falcons. All my losses have been at home. I'm 3-4 at home. That means right now the top 2 seeds are in the NFC are the computer. Good night, Vinny. Good night, Phantom. I will. Ooh, let's go. I'm gonna go check the schedule for this week. Schedule. Lions, Cowboys, Texans, Buccaneers, Falcons at Colts, Titans, Jaguars, Cardinals, Bengals, Browns, Ravens, Niners, Steelers. There's a possible. Rams play the Saints. Eagles play the Bears. Seahawks, Panthers. Patriots play the Broncos. Oh my goodness, Phantom. Patriots, Broncos. Patriots beat my Browns quite handily. Jets, Chiefs. Raiders, Vikings. Packers, Chargers. Bills, Giants. Wow, that's going to help determine some playoff pictures. And then lastly, the Dolphins, Redskins. Crazy week, gentlemen. Well, your Bears should be okay. You got the Eagles. You should be able to beat them. Broncos, on the other hand, it's a big ask there. You got Packers Chargers bonus game. I think I will do. I tell you what, if you want to Phantom, if you want to do the Titans and Chiefs bonus game, I'll take the crappy Raiders against the crappy Vikings. There's also Jets Chiefs. All right, I'll do the 49ers. I hate the 49ers. If you take the 49ers, I'll do the Titans Chiefs. That'll be a good one. Although I say the Raiders Vikings would be a lot more fun because they both suck, but all right, I'll do Jets Titans. Titans Chiefs. All right, you guys, have a good night. Sleep well. We've got tornado warnings and watches and thunderstorm warnings all down here in Texas. So that just means you guys are all probably getting snowed on. So have fun up north.